What if all empires existed at the same time? History is a battlefield of giants. The Roman Empire, the Mongol horde, the Ottoman Sultanate, the British Empire, the Egyptian pharaohs, each rose, dominated, and then fell, leaving behind ruins and stories. But what if time itself bent? What if every great empire and kingdom of history existed together at the same moment, standing side by side with their armies, their rulers, their strategies? It is the ultimate clash of civilizations. Armies with bronze spears facing gunpowder cannons, horse archers against modern navies, ancient pharaohs against industrial emperors. A scenario that could never happen in reality, but in imagination, it becomes the most epic battle of all time. So, which empire would reign supreme? Which kingdom would collapse? And who, among history's mightiest rulers, would wear the crown of the world? In one corner of this impossible battlefield stand the ancients, the Egyptians, the Persians, the Greeks, the Han Chinese, and the mighty Romans. The Egyptians, with their monumental organization and wealth of the Nile, could raise vast armies, but their Bronze Age technology would leave them vulnerable. The Persians, under kings like Cyrus and Darius, brought together immense multicultural armies and perfected logistics, roads and messengers that held their empire together like veins of power. The Greeks, heirs to Alexander's conquests, wielded discipline in their phalanxes and brilliance in their philosophers, but on a global battlefield, their fragmented politics might betray them. The Han dynasty of China stood as one of the most advanced ancient states, with paper, steel, crossbows, and a professional bureaucracy. They could field armies in the hundreds of thousands, supported by vast agricultural wealth. Then, of course, Rome. With legions of ironclad soldiers, advanced engineering, aqueducts, and a political system that built loyalty through law, Rome would be a titan among ancients. Yet, even Rome might find itself challenged by powers centuries ahead in firepower. Here ride the Mongols, storming across the steppes under Genghis Khan. Their cavalry, unmatched in speed and coordination, could annihilate armies many times their size. Against the ancients, the Mongols would crush almost anyone. But against gunpowder empires, they would need to adapt. The Ottomans rise in this clash, with janissaries disciplined and equipped with firearms, their cannons powerful enough to shatter city walls. Constantinople fell to their might. What empire could stand when their artillery thundered? Meanwhile, the British Empire, with its powerful navy, rules the seas. Red-coated armies, muskets, and global trade networks make them rich and deadly. Yet, their reliance on colonies could be a weakness if land-based empires pressed too hard. The Spanish and Portuguese empires, fueled by gold and silver of the New World, wield muskets, galleons, and conquistadors. The Aztecs and Incas, brought into this mix, could unleash disciplined warrior societies, but their lack of steel and horses would limit them. The French, with their disciplined armies under leaders like Napoleon, could march with precision unmatched by many. With cannons, rifles, and grand strategy, France might carve a path to dominance, unless crushed between giants on multiple fronts. And then, towering over the battlefield, come the most recent giants. The British Empire at its peak, the Russian Empire stretching across continents, the German Empire with industrial might, the United States with industry and innovation. The British Navy ensures control of oceans, cutting off supplies for rivals. The Russian Empire wields manpower beyond imagination, able to endure and absorb punishment. The German Empire, efficient and disciplined, could unleash modern artillery, machine guns, and strategy. And then the United States, with railroads, factories, and a culture of innovation, would emerge as a formidable force. Their industrial might, combined with modern firearms, could overwhelm many rivals. Against these powers, even Rome or the Mongols would falter. Spears and arrows cannot stop machine guns. Cavalry cannot outrun rifles and cannons. Even disciplined legions would shatter under artillery barrages. Yet, warfare is not only technology. It is leadership, geography, morale. Perhaps Genghis Khan could outmaneuver European armies. Perhaps Rome's discipline could exploit weaknesses. Perhaps the Ottomans could combine old power with modern alliances. But ultimately, the industrial powers, Britain, Germany, the United States, Russia, would dominate. Their weapons, their factories, their navies simply crush all who stand before them. So, who would win this impossible clash? The ancients built the foundations of civilization. The medieval titans carved empires across continents, but the industrial age brought a power no sword, no horse, no cannon could withstand. In a world where all empires existed at once, the might of modern industry would triumph. And yet, it is worth remembering, power is never eternal. Every empire, no matter how mighty, eventually fell. Rome collapsed. The Mongols fractured. The Ottomans faded. Even the British Empire dissolved into memory. Perhaps the true lesson is not which empire would win, but that none could last forever. The greatest strength of humanity has never been empire, but the endless rise and fall, the stories left behind, and the dream that tomorrow, something greater may come. Who do you think would win this impossible battle? Tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more What If Stories every week.